Hello, friends. Welcome to the second stage of Global Entrepreneurship Olympiad 2022-23. This Olympiad is brought to you by Think Startup. And you know that we have been bringing exciting competition for all school students across India. At the second stage of GEO, we bring a case study challenge. This is a super exciting case study challenge on the story of a very interesting Indian startup called Nirog Street. So allow me to share my screen, and I'm going to share you the story of Nirog Street. So Nirog Street is a Ayurveda based startup based out of Gurgaon. And in this story, you have to tell us, in this case, you have to tell us what should Nirog Street, a startup, what should they do? So just to give you the background, Nirog Street was started by Ram and Kumar in 2016 in Gurgaon, and it started as an Ayurveda-based healthcare platform. Now, what Ram and his friends did was they built a technology platform where all Ayurveda doctors could come and they could collaborate, they could talk to each other, they could discuss about diseases with each other, and then serve their patients better. Also, the big challenge in Ayurveda was also this whole thing called the supply of high quality medicine. So invariably, if you would have seen the quality of medicine in Ayurveda, which people would get from some of the doctors, right? So loosely call them not a Western medicine educated doctors. These medicines would be served to you in paper pouches and in small cups, something to drink and those sort of thing. And that would never, that could never give confidence to a large number of people who got accustomed to the Western way of medicine. And that's the challenge that Nirog Street has been trying to solve. To move further, let's hear from Ram. Ram says that since time immemorial, India has been the cradle of civilization, without doubt, right? We had vibrant healthcare system that unfortunately could not keep up pace with the modern practices of allopathy. So in the last 200 years, when the whole world of allopathy was developing very fast, the Indian system of medicine had stagnated for various reasons. Now, he goes on and asks a very hard question for the whole lot of Indian system of medicine industry. How can a modern consumer like you, like me, gain the same level of trust if medicines are made and served like this? You can see in the image, right? So there are jodi booties, there are things which are lying around there, but the hygiene level does not look very good. You also know that these medicines could be served to you or could be given to you by the Babaji in a cup or in a glass or in a paper pudiya and those sort of stuff. So this is the challenge, and that never gave trust in the minds of a modern patient. Ram goes on to explain the consumer challenge. On the left hand, you could see the allopathic doctor with nice stethoscope and a nice dress and tie and everything. Everything that you see on the left side, the person holding his hand to the chest and taking the Hippocratic oath. So that's the modern medicine, that is the allopathic system of medicine. Whereas on the right-hand side, you see the image of a Indian medicine doctor with a tika, with jars behind, which could be containing medicine, the plastic jars behind. And we all know that all these things are not great. So on one hand, there's a modern, systematic, good practice way of medicine. And on the other hand, seemingly, I'm not saying it is true, seemingly it looks like another practice of medicine, which is unhygienic. It does not give trust to a modern customer. To a non-discerning customer, it might be okay, but to a modern customer, it is not giving any form of trust. So that's the point that Ram and company they are making. So Ram says that Ayurveda is a big business. It's a big opportunity. So if you can see the minister of Ayush in India, he said last year in the year 2022 that Ayurvedic medicine production is almost $18 billion, right? $1 billion is roughly about 8,000 crore. So this is roughly of the order of 1,50,000 crore. That's the size of Ayurvedic medicine production. Now that's real big. But if I ask you to give me one solid Ayurvedic brand of medicine, chances are that you might not be able to give. So this is the real challenge. It's a big industry, but largely disorganized. Largely disorganized because it's fragmented. The practices are not mature. People do not perceive it to be hygienic. There are almost 7 lakh or more than 7 lakh Ayurvedic doctors in India. And that's why Ram's co-founder, the co-founder of Nirog, Robin Jha, he says that it's a huge opportunity. Ayurveda is a huge opportunity. If you want to do anything as an entrepreneur, you can come and you can make this industry more standardized, bring good practices. And that's what government has also been trying to do in the form of by setting up something called Ministry of Ayush. Now, Ram says to ensure patients get better Ayurvedic healthcare, we created this platform called Nirog Speed, which is a doctor-led B2B2C platform. So mark my word, which is important. It's a B2B2C platform. Now, B2B2C essentially means business to consumer platform. So you can go and research more about this term, but it's very important to understand this. Now, he also makes a point that if you compare an allopathic doctor with an Ayurvedic doctor, you would intuitively know that allopathic doctor has a degree in science, is more scientific, they are using more computers, pads, tablets, they are accessing digital knowledge, whereas the reality is that for Ayurvedic doctor, the digital adoption rate is really poor. Now, when we say digital adoption rate, it could be as simple thing as booking appointments for patients. It could be as simple thing as managing the prescription of patients. So are Ayurvedic doctors creating a good record of who came, what was the ailment, what were the symptoms, what medicine was prescribed? And if those are not kept, then how can you improve the Ayurvedic science, the Ayurvedic medical science? And that's the question that he poses. And with that insight, what he says that we went on to build a platform called Nirog Speak to ensure that patients start trusting Ayurveda more. We started supporting doctors in discovering best practices in patient treatment. Now, how does Nirog Street do? So if I'm Ayurveda doctor, and let's say that my knowledge is less as compared to another doctor who could be living in a far more accomplished doctor. So if both of us are on the same platform, and if I get a patient who has some sort of complication that I don't understand, I can really put this on the chat window for everyone to see and then crowdsource the suggestions from all the other doctors and then give right treatment to my patient. They also know Nirog Street also ensures that all medicine that a doctor prescribes is ordered through the platform. So they have a tie-up with all the Ayurvedic medicine manufacturers. So if a doctor prescribes medicine, then that medicine is sent to the manufacturer, and then those manufacturers they send package up the medicine with a modern packaging system, much like our allopathic packaging system, and then they ship it to the Nirog Street Center from where they send it to the patient. So they created a very well integrated system of patient care using Ayurveda as the backbone. Now, the good thing about Nirog Street has been that last year, Prime Minister of India talked about Nirog Street in his Man Ki Baat. So he hailed it as a success. It's a thing that India is trying to do, and India is trying to make Ayurvedic contribution available to the rest of the world. And in that sense, Prime Minister hailed Nirog Street as a great business concept. So this is, in nutshell, the story of Nirog Street. So friends, here's a GEO challenge for you, and this challenge has to be solved by you and sent to us by 12 noon tomorrow. So listen to us carefully from here on. So Ram is posing this question to all the participants in the final stage of GEO Olympiad, Global Entrepreneurship Olympiad. He says that currently we have 50,000 doctors on our platform. We want to grow 4x in the next 12 months. So from 50,000, Nirog Street wants to reach to a figure of 2 lakh doctors in 12 months. So that's the challenge that he poses for us. He's asking, please offer your suggestion in the form of a 2-minute video pitch, latest by 12 noon tomorrow. Also, you have to generate maximum views, likes, and comments until 11:59 p.m. of 13th April 2023. 11:59 p.m. Mark my words, 11:59 p.m. of 13th April 2023. Now, Ram also gives us some additional information. He says that we do not charge anything from doctors. There are no sign-up fees. There is no revenue share. Nirog Street is absolutely free for doctors. Doctors benefit hugely in terms of knowledge from experts, right quality of medicine, and ability of doctor to order smaller quantities of medicine from big manufacturers. Now, big manufacturers in ordinary course would never sell smaller quantity of medicine. They would force these doctors to buy larger quantity of medicine, and if it is not used, then it goes waste. So that's in nutshell the value proposition for doctors. So friends, we look forward to your suggestion in the form of 2-minute video pitch, and the format in which you can send the video pitch is being sent to you in your WhatsApp groups to all the 100 participants in the finals of Global Entrepreneurship Olympiad. So good luck. Have a great day.